Now we are going to learn Introduction to Bharat Natyastra from the course of Fundamental of Indian Knowledge System. And I am Dr. Anita, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Nehru Arts and Science College. And in this class, we are going to learn the Bharat Natyastra forms the foundations of Indian theatre and performance arts. And we'll learn how it helps explain drama, dance, music, and expressions as a single unified art form. And this text will help you to understand how emotions are created and they communicated on the stage. You should remember that Natyastra is not only about the performance but also about the value and social learning. By the end of this class, you will be able to understand the relevance in the modern performing arts. Now let's see the objective of this course, the introduction to Natya and Natyastra, the dramatic convention, Lokdharmi versus Natya Dharmi, time and place in drama, the symbolism of the stage, the unity of impression, and the four aspects of drama, Abhinaya, 10 types of play in ancient India, the occasions and time of performance, the playhouse or the theatre, the representation Rasa as the central goal, the conclusion. Now we'll see the introduction to Natya and the Natyastra. And here, when we say the word Natya, it does not simply mean drama or theatre like we understand in English. It actually includes acting, dance, music, and even the emotions expressed on stage. Also, Natya is a complete art form, not just a performance. So, these ideas are explained in the famous ancient text called the Natyastra. The text was written by the Sag Muni and acts like a guidebook for Indian performing arts. Now let's see the scope and meaning of Natya. So here, first when we talk about the Natya as a drama or theatrical performance, it means a complete stage play. And it includes dialogue, body movements, music and dance, all coming together express stories, emotions and even philosophical ideas. Next, the Natya is closely connected with Natyastra, which acts like a full guidebook of the performance. The text explains everything from how theatre should be built to how actors should use the expressions, music, and movements. Here, the Natya also expresses the dance forms like Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Odissi, especially those that tell stories using expressive movements. And now here, the another important aspect of Natya is the expression and emotion. Through voice, the facial expressions and the hard gestures, performers communicate inner feelings called the bhavas and the deeper ideas about the life. It helps the audience to connect emotionally and expresses a sense of realize or understanding. Traditionally, Natya was also closely connected with devotions and the ritual. Many performances were offered to form the worship or art, religion, and entertainment were all the deeply connected. Now let us understand the important concept of the dramatic conventions Lokadharmi and Natyadharmi. See here, the dramatic conventions called Lokadharmi and Natyadharmi. Here, the Bharata explains the difference between realistic acting and conventional or theoretical acting. Here, Lokadharmi means the way of the world where actors behave naturally, just like people do in the real life. The aim here is to make the performance look as the real, natural as possible, like everyday events happening before us. And the other hand, Natya Dharmi means here the way of theatre where acting is highly stylized, symbolic, and role based to enhance the emotions and expressions and their deeper idea. So here are some major convention of Natya Dharmi. Number one is stylus gesture and the soliloquies and the asides. Number three, it's a dance and song integrations and symbolic setting. Here, actors use the fixed hand gestures called the mudras and specific body posture to show emotions, objects, or ideas instead of the ordinary movements. You will also notice the techniques like soliloquies and the asides where the character speaks aloud and express inner thoughts even though other characters don't hear it. Dance and song are not just added for the entertainment, They are an essential part of the story and dialogue. Even the setting is shown symbolically, and in the symbolic setting, it representing the elaborate setting like a crossing river. For example, crossing a river or entering the forest is suggested through movement, not realistic stage sets. Now let's learn about the time and place in drama. Actually, it completely projects the time and places based on the drama. So we can go back to the years back when they express and explain about the oldest story like Mahabharata and Ramayana. So here also, the many Indian drama takes their stories from the epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata. These stories are set in ancient or mythical times, not in fixed historical period. The time is seen as a Indian cosmology and rather than moving the straight line. And here the time structure plays. The temporal structure means here the plays are usually divided into the acts and scenes as explained in the Natyasastra. But because of Natya Dharmi convention, the time can change very quickly on the stage. The years can pass between the scenes and the shown through the dialogue and gesture, not realistic scene changes. And the next it is a focus on destiny and dharma. So the most plays focus on the ideas like dharma and karma. The events are shown as a part of larger cosmic order rather than just immediate actions. It helps the audience to understand that destiny plays an important role in the human life. Now again, let's see the symbolic spaces of time and place in drama. Here, the Indian drama, the stage setting is not just a background, it will carry the symbolic meaning. You will see that the places like a royal court are used to represent the power, hierarchy, and the world life. The forest and the water will usually symbolize the spiritual retreat and penance and the inner growth. In some places, the spaces are shown when the gods and goddesses appear. And minimalistic stagecraft. The most performances are conducted in the open spaces such as a temple, court, or simple theaters. Because of the stage setting will be the minimal and actors should rely the more and their body movements. Now let's learn about the unity of expressions, that is the rasa focused cohesions. Here, the consistency in theme and tone, it's a unity of expressions will focus mainly the rasa or dominant emotion. The theme and tone of the play should remain the consist so that the audience will stay emotionally connected. You will notice that the subject matters and the emotions are carefully maintained throughout the performance. The storyline will progress in the logical manner with the clear conflicts and resolutions, and every scene should contribute to the main story and unnecessary episodes are avoided so the audience attention is not distributed. Next, let's see the four aspects of drama, which means the Abhinaya. And here, the Indian theatre acting is broken down into the four parts called Abhinaya, which means the expression and representations. And this will help the actor convey emotions, that is, bhavas, and bring out the dominate rasa in this audience. The Abhinaya is the practical heart of the Indian drama, showing how performance should connect the story with the audience emotionally. And the first aspect, the Abhinaya focus on the body. The physical expression is very important, and the actor will use the hands, face, and eyes. Now let's see the 10 types of play in ancient India. So the number one is Nataka. Nadaka is a heroic play often based on epics and legends. The story will involve kings, princes, and the character performing the great deeds. Second one, Prakarna. Here, the Prakarna is an original story created by the playwright, and the characters are usually common people, and the play will focus on moral and social themes. And the third one is Anga. Anga is a short play, sometimes highlighting the special event or episode. It will concentrate on the single theme and the incident rather than the long story. And the fourth one is Vyayoka. Vyayoka is a one act heroic play without romantic elements, and it will focus on the bravery, battles, and the noble action. And the fifth one is Bana. Bana is the mono language or the solo performance by one actor. The actor should use the dialogue, gesture, and the storytelling to keep the audience engaged. And number six is Samavakara. Here, Samavakara is a debate style play. It will show the arguments and the intellectual discussions between the characters. And number seven, Vidi. Vidi is a short dramatic sketch, often humorous or light-hearted. The story should entertain without deep philosophical content. And the number 8 is Prahasna. Prahasna is a comic play. It will use stare and funny situations. And here are also the characters make the audience laugh. Number 9, Tima. Tima is a mime or pantomime the performance. The actor will use the gestures and the expressions without much dialogue. And the number 10, the last one, is a Ihamruka. Ihamruka is a play with love as the central theme. It should combine romance, music, and the poetic expressions and the delight the audience. Now let's learn about the occasions and the time performance from the Bharata Natyastra. And here, the ancient Indian dramatic performance are closely linked with the religious, social, and the political life of society. The theatre will not only entertain but also they educate and inspire the devotion among the people. The timing and occasion of the performance should match the cultural and the ritual calendar of the community. And the religious festival and rituals, the most common occasions for the drama are religious festivals and the rituals. The play will often perform the temple as part of the ceremonies and the goods and goddess. And during the major festivals, these performances should help the audience to connect with the spiritual stories and the moral lessons being conveyed and for the gods and goddess. Now let's learn about the playhouse or the theatre. And here, in the Natyastra gives a very detailed guidelines about the theatre. It's called the Natya Mandapa. Okay, and the design of the playhouse is very important because it will help the audience to see and hear the performance clearly. There are three main types of playhouses based on the size, shape, and make sure the performance should be the effective. Okay, and now let's see the first one is Vikrustam. Actually, it is a like rectangular shape, and here the medium size and design so that the actors' voices project well, and everyone in the audience should get the good view. And the second one is Sadrastra, and it is in the square shape, and here the playhouse is usually smaller, used for the private and intimate the performances, and it will help keep the performance closest to the audience. And number three, here it is a Sadrastra, and it is a triangle, and here it is a common will be used for only for the special or mobile performance, and a design should suit unique situations where the rectangular or square hall is not possible. And finally, we learn about the representation. The rasa is a central goal, and here we are going to see about the representation of the ancient Indian drama. The aim of acting is not just to imitate the real life. The main goal will always be a create rasa, which means the aesthetic, the essence, or the flavor of the performance. The actor should express emotions called bhavas carefully and with skill. And here the bhava and sasrudya, when the actor expresses bhava correctly, the audience will experiences the deeper emotional delight, and the audience are called sasrudya, and the meaning they are trained are prepared to understand the feel the emotion fully. The connection should help the performance reach its ultimate purpose, the universal enjoyment, emotional engagement, and the aesthetic satisfaction. So, now the conclusion. Here we have learned about the ancient Indian drama as explained in the Natyasastra, presents theatre as a complete art form that units literature, music, dance, and emotions. And also, we have learned about the symbolic time, space, structure, performance techniques like Abhinaya, and a strong focus of Rasa drama aim not just to entertain but they educate the spiritually elevate the audience, and also learn about the detailed classifications of plays, performance occasions, and the theatre designs reflects the sophistications of early Indian theatre theory. And overall, the ancient Indian drama stands as a culturally rich tradition that connects art with the life, duty, and the universal human experience. So, now the summary of the course. We have learned about Natya is the holistic art form. What is the introduction of Natya? And second one, what is the Lokadharmi and Natya Dharmi? And also we learn about the time and place, symbolic, the flexible storytelling and exploring the universal themes like a drama and destiny. And also we learn about the unity of expressions and the 10 types of places, performance, theatre design. Okay, and the central goal of the Indian drama, it's evoke the rasa, giving the audience is a complete emotional and artistic experiences. So we have learned all these things. Okay. Now let's see the few MCQs. The first one, the term Natya is originally derived from the which language? Number one, it is a the answer is Sanskrit. And number two, the Natyastra is traditionally attributed in which sake, and it is by the Bharati Muni. Number three, the which of the following best describes Natya? It's only dance, it's only music. The holistic art combining drama, dance, and music. The only ritual works. The answer is the C, the holistic art combining drama, dance, and music. Number four, Lokadami refers to which type of dramatic practice? Now let's see the answer. Here it is the realistic and natural. Okay, the next one is which dramatic mode uses stylist gesture in the convention? The answer is Natyadami. And here the last one. In ancient Indian drama, how are time and place mainly presented? Here the answer is through the symbolic representation. So here there are few references to learn further about the Bharatanatyastra. So you can refer these books to learn further about the Bharatanatyastra to learn more further. Thank you.